Welcome to Blinded by the Item. Juicy bits of gossip with the names left out. I'm Don McClain. That's Bradley Traynor. And that's Mike over there wearing his Welcome to Good Burger shirt, giving us the blinds.
Welcome to Good Burger, home of the Good Burger. Can I take your order?
I would love a burger.
Yeah, I would love a burger right now. That'd be great.
Some fries.
Yes.
We'll have to settle on some blinds.
You'll have to.
Have tea?
Okay.
I mean...
Ooh, that's close enough.
Close enough.
No, not close enough at all.
Let's remind everybody to join us on YouTube if you haven't, like and subscribe over there. And we do this every day where we just take some of these stories from the deepest, darkest spots of the internet, talk about them. Maybe it's a story that everyone's heard of, and we just give a little spin to it, a little idea of what maybe is happening behind the scenes, or it's something you've never heard before, and it's just a shocking revelation about somebody or something.
Yes.
Guys ready to play?
Let's
do it. Let's get it started with this first one here. You know how we like to start things. If there's a gross, nasty one, we just want to get it out of the way.
Get it out of the way.
Band-Aid off. Well, the rest of the world is finally catching up with what the blinds have been talking about for years as it relates to how despicable of a human this permanent A-list foreign-born model/actress truly is. The rest of the world is finally catching up with what the blinds have been talking about for years as it relates to how despicable of a human this permanent A-list foreign-born model/actress truly is.
Okay. I think it's somebody, but now I'm second-guessing myself.
Ooh, okay.
So I'm just going to say the wrong answer to get it out there.
It might be the right answer.
Tyra Banks.
No.
Because she's not foreign-born.
But we are getting a lot of amazing stories out of this new Netflix documentary.
Oh, my God, for sure.
Just shocking stuff.
Like, it makes me actually want to pay attention because I don't normally care about that corner of the pop culture sphere.
I also love how Netflix has basically realized, if we just tell the behind-the-scenes stories on America's Next Top Model and like The Biggest Loser and all these shows, we're going to get a ton of views because we were obsessed with these shows at a certain time in life.
I was for sure.
But that's not what we're talking about here.
Okay.
The rest of the world is finally catching up with what the blinds have been talking about for years as it relates to how despicable of a human this permanent A-list foreign-born model/actress truly is.
Oh.
So somebody that's been in the blinds.
Okay. Is she first known as a model?
Yes.
Okay.
Was she married to somebody famous?
It's a really good question.
No, but it's probably not. It's not Naomi Campbell.
Yeah, it is.
Oh.
I was going to say she has been a topic of the blinds for a very long time. I'm curious, though, what prompted this revelation.
Well, the rest of the world is finally catching up with what the blinds have been talking about for years as it relates to how despicable Naomi Campbell is as a person. We've talked about her in the blinds with some of the things. And, well, I guess when you get mentioned over 300 times in the Epstein files, the rest of the world catches up.
That'll do it. I didn't notice
That's
that.
the report.
What do we know? I mean, people show up in those files for a number of reasons.
There are...
Queen Elizabeth's in there just a handful of times.
Yeah.
We know she's just mentioned, though.
It just, I see a headline, Naomi Campbell had way more contact with Epstein than previously believed. So...
Wow. Okay.
I will say she was, the reason her name popped into my head is that I just know for years the blinds have, brought her up here and there. It's interesting then that, this is a person who then does show up in the files, as a lot of people were mentioned in the blinds that were in the files after the fact, we come to find out. So sometimes the blinds know what they're talking about, or at least they know when there's smoke, there's fire.
Right.
Or at least you know which direction to take a big whiff.
Ugh.
Most recently, the last time we got a big whiff of Naomi Campbell in the blinds was back in September of 2024 when she was banned as the acting charity trustee for her charity, which was called Fashion for Relief. It sounds like those funds were maybe not put where they claimed they were.
Okay.
So she was actually banned for 5 years from being a charity trustee as a result of... not using the funds the right way.
Misappropriating funds.
Was that her drag name?
That's a good one.
That's a solid one. All right. So there you go. And again, now obviously popping up in the Epstein files. So, let's...
Well, if that was the worst, I feel like it's not that bad today, right?
Let's get away from that. Yeah. How about this one here? It's been quite a quick jump from having your life ruined by skyrocketing fame and then 10 months later selling vacation photos to the paparazzi for some PR buzz. But that is where we are for this formerly unknown executive. It has been quite a quick jump from having your life ruined by your skyrocketing fame to 10 months later selling vacation photos to the paparazzi for a little PR buzz. But that is where we are for this formerly unknown executive.
Formerly unknown executive.
Mm-hmm.
So an executive who shot to fame for all the wrong reasons or infamy?
Yeah.
And now they're selling vacation photos.
Is this a woman?
You nailed it. And yes, this is a woman.
It's a woman. Okay. Executive.
Okay, an executive lady who's kind of a hot mess express. She shot to infamy last year.
Mm-hmm.
Is she a Real Housewife?
She is not.
Okay. Is she a Bravo celebrity?
She is not.
Okay.
An executive. Oh.
Sounds like she might want to be.
Is she one of... Oh. Is this... Is she one of those business ladies? What do you call them? That show where they go... Shark Tank?
She is not related to Shark Tank.
Okay.
What are those business ladies?
You know them ladies that are on that show?
For those reasons, I am out.
Let's see. So was she a CEO?
No.
Okay, good. Because I was like, doesn't she still have her salary? Is she still employed?
No.
Oh,
You said for those reasons I am out. What is that?
That's
Ominous.
from Shark Tank.
Oh, okay.
That's right.
It's been a
So
quick...
she doesn't have a job.
It's been a quick jump from having your life ruined, in quotes, by your skyrocketing fame to 10 months later selling vacation photos to the paparazzi for a little PR buzz. But that is where we are for this formerly unknown executive.
Okay. Is this Miss Cabot from the Coldplay Kiss Cam? I can't remember her first
You're
name.
darn right.
Oh,
Okay.
she did. You're absolutely right. She did just show up on vacation.
Kristen Cabot made quite a big jump from claiming your life was completely ruined by your skyrocketing fame to now just 10 months later selling vacation photos to create a little PR buzz.
Okay.
But that is where we're at for Kristen Cabot. Now, you might ask yourself the same question I did. Why in the heck is Kristen Cabot trying to sell paparazzi photos to get PR buzz? Well, this vacation came just a week before she is going to be the keynote speaker for PR Week's Crisis Comms Conference, where she is going to be talking about how to take back the narrative.
Okay. Well, it's genius. Yeah.
I mean, all right.
If you are, look, lean in, right?
That's the only choice you have, really.
If you want, I don't know, in this moment, like you have a limited window, right? And this is her moment.
Yeah, for those who are maybe a little lost or just, forgot about I think it was July, Kristen and the CEO of her company, Astronomer, those were the two seen arm in arm while Coldplay was doing their Jumbotron song. It's literally what it's called, where Chris Martin just makes up lyrics about people he sees on the Jumbotron.
Okay, first of all, I didn't know it was that.
Yeah.
So what are you doing? This makes me think they're even dumber than they were before. You know the Jumbotron is going to come around and look at you and you're canoodling.
Uh-huh.
And you're both married. Separated, married, like you should have backed away.
Yeah. In their defense, which is not a defense, it's other than to say, I just don't think people, until something like this happens, have any clue what. And that's a good lesson for all of us, frankly. Mm-hmm. It's a good morality tale for all of us. Like, you are always 5 seconds away from being under the, watchful eye of the world. You are one iPhone camera away.
Behave.
I know that does sound ominous. I'm just saying, if you're cheating,
yeah, maybe
do your cheating somewhere other than where there's a lot of cameras.
Right. And
don't cheat. That's
I know that they
both
rule. Came out and said that they were both in either divorce talks or separation with their significant others.
I think she I believe, was a little further along than he was in those in that situation. By the way, she was the former chief people officer, CPO.
Well, anyway, good for her next chapter. She's going to have a lot to talk about, and people eat that up.
Where was this? New York? Maybe she could join the cast of
Boston, actually.
Oh,
so
Boston.
maybe she can join the
She
new
can
Rhode
start.
Island one.
Oh, yeah.
She would be a welcome addition, I think,
Definitely.
to Real Housewives Rhode Island. Yeah, it's remarkable. You're just hanging out at a Coldplay concert at Gillette Stadium. Next thing you know, you're made fun of in a Super Bowl commercial by Pepsi. What a 10 months for her. So there you go. You got that one. Nicely done. Obviously not our traditional celebrity one, but...
No, but she's a celebrity now.
She certainly is, and she's making sure we see a lot of her with that call to the New York Post, I think is where it ended up going. So there you go. Let's keep it rolling on with some more here. Blinded by the Item. Like and subscribe. How about this one? Also, it should be... I don't know why I include also there. Let me just reframe this one here because it looks like it... reference something else. Here we go. It should be no surprise that this foreign-born A-lister from this TV show was nowhere to be found at the Nepo Baby co-star's big day / reunion of sorts. The A-lister has felt superior to the others for years, and they all know it. It should be no surprise that this foreign-born A-lister from a television show was nowhere to be found at the Nepo Baby co-star's big day / reunion of sorts. The A-lister has felt superior to the others for years, and they know it.
That's a lot of moving parts. So we have the foreign-born A-lister TV person.
Yep, and then a Nepo Baby co-star's big day.
Nepo Baby co-star. You phrase the TV person in a way that makes me wonder, are they not like just a TV actress?
They are not just a TV actress. They do far more than just that.
Is the show they were on a foreign show or an American?
Not a foreign show.
Like not the Great British Bake Off
nope.
to us.
No.
Okay.
So were they a presenter? A judge?
Nope.
Are we talking about a Brit?
Yes.
Okay.
Who's on an American show?
Mm-hmm. So it should be no surprise that this British A-lister from a TV show was nowhere to be found on the Nepo Baby co-star's big day / reunion of sorts. The A-lister has felt superior to the others for years, and they know it.
Oh, this seems like it's right there.
This has nothing to do with the Beckhams, does it?
It does not.
Wait, when you say it's a TV show, but she's not an actress.
No, I apologize. She's definitely... I thought you were asking if she's just a TV actress. No.
Got it.
TV
Okay.
and movie actress.
Is it a show that's still on?
No.
Okay, so was it a reunion of this show?
It was like an impromptu reunion, but no.
A birthday?
It was not a birthday.
Okay.
It was a Nepo Baby co-star's big day.
A Nepo Baby
wedding? Oh, yes. Oh God, I just saw this.
Not a Hadid.
No,
Not a
okay.
Hadid.
Oh, this is Maya Hawke and
say it the right way.
Millie Bobby Bon Jovi.
You got it. Congratulations to Millie Bobby Bunny Bon Jovi. Because she has made a blind item here today. It should be no surprise that Millie Bobby Bunny Brown Bon Jovi was nowhere to be found at Maya Hawke's big day. Her wedding just happened this past weekend, and she was now not there. Millie Bobby Brown Bon Jovi, according to the blind items, has felt superior to the rest of the cast for years, and they know it, which is why she wasn't invited.
Okay,
I saw this wedding.
She wasn't invited.
There were 3 people that were not in attendance that were regulars on the show.
David Harbour.
Yeah.
Millie Bobby Bon.
Because that was the headline I think I saw, was that David Harbour was doing something else.
And that something else was a little paparazzi stroll of his own, just to say, I'm definitely not at that wedding. Here I am with some rando lady
redheaded
friend.
Girl on Valentine's Day.
I feel like it's too soon.
Noah Schnapp, by the way, was the other one that wasn't there.
Okay.
So those 3 were not there, but it sounds like the rest of the cast were basically there for Maya Hawke's wedding on Valentine's Day. You guys think about a Valentine's Day wedding?
I'm not a fan. I have no leg to stand on, but I generally wouldn't think to plan a wedding on a holiday.
Well, you're never going to forget it. That's the one plus for guys, usually.
Don't overestimate their abilities.
Like my
it's
sister,
Valentine's.
My sister and brother-in-law got married on New Year's Eve. And my brother-in-law loves it because he's like, I'm not going to forget it.
Yeah.
But yeah,
just as a general rule, it's that weird thing of like, I would want my own day.
Yeah, you want that day and another day. Yeah, I get it. Yeah.
Your friends who had to go to your wedding on New Year's.
That's another consideration for sure.
Yeah.
They'll remember it as well.
Yeah.
Probably not as fondly as you.
Probably.
Remember when we had to go to your dumb wedding on
New Year's Eve?
On Flag Day?
Flag Day. President's Day.
Yeah. So there you go. You guys got that one. Speaking of big holidays, I mean, it is Fat Tuesday today. It is the kickoff of Mardi Gras, and it sounds like somebody was having a pretty good time at Mardi Gras. Somebody that we just talked about in the blinds a couple of days ago. Shia LaBeouf.
LaBeouf is, I don't know, LaBeouf.
Oh, my.
Maybe that's the appropriate way to put that. That came out of nowhere.
I know he was arrested at Mardi Gras, but I don't really know the story, so.
Well, there were accounts that he was just, because again, we've talked about his sobriety journey. He's talked about it. There were just reports that, oh no, you don't get it. Like Shia LaBeouf is getting after it in New Orleans right now and just partying it up like absolute crazy. And then eventually did get arrested and charged with 2 counts of simple battery.
Well, and it was a fight. And there is video apparently, because TMZ's got the video of him getting wailed on, according to, let's read their words. Apparently already having been knocked to the ground, a man warns him to stay down and then delivers 2 huge blows to his face. "We gon' beat the blank out of you, boy." And then another man rushes into the frame. He was later treated at a hospital for unknown injuries and arrested and charged with, as Mike said, 2 counts. So.
Yes. So anytime if he's wasted drunk, he ends up saying horrible things to people.
And it's not the first
gets in
battery.
Fights.
Yeah.
And so it's just, man, I hope that he eventually, will get sober, because I think that'll be, key for him. Was Mia Goth with him? Because that's his lady.
Well, remember, we just found out that he had a different lady go onto TikTok, said that they've been dating since August of last year.
Oh,
and he's yelling at her. And we actually had audio of him being very, sounds like at least verbally abusive towards her. She claims it was more than that. I'm hopeful and thinking that Mia Goth and hopefully their child got away from him before all this was happening for maybe 6-7 months now.
I hope so too.
Because
they say after, it sounds like he got into a fight with a bartender or somebody at the bar, and that then spilled out, and that's when he ended up. But again, violence is never the answer.
And he has been a regular in the blinds. Do your research about some of the terrible things he did while he was, quote, in character for movie roles. And it's just not an awesome person by any stretch. So again, hopefully he gets the help he needs, but also stop being an awful human.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good message for all of us.
Great message for all of us.
Not stop, because you're not all awful people. But
all right.
Don't be awful.
Just a reminder, if you're just listening to us, checking out the podcast perhaps, or not watching us, you can do that over on YouTube right now. Give us a like over there. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. There are a lot of people that watch the videos, and not all of you have subscribed. So that means you're watching us right now and you haven't hit subscribe. Do it now. We're watching.
And thank you to our loyal followers on our YouTube page who remind people to like the video.
Yes.
There are people that are like, I don't see a lot of likes. Thumbs up.
We love it. And there's people who show up for the premiere. You can watch every day at 4 p.m. Central. The video goes up, if I remember correctly, right?
Yeah, I think so.
And, he's pointing at you. I was like, who are you pointing at? Obviously, the viewer.
Oh, I was like, what did I do?
I'm pointing at Jessica. There's a Jessica right now watching. She's watching us right now. I know she is, and she hasn't subscribed.
Wow,
and she's
like
looking
psychic.
at us, and I'm saying, hey, Jessica, right now, hit that button.
Guaranteed in the comments, Jessica's going to be like, I did,
I just liked and subscribed.
Oh, great.
You told me.
Also, what was I going to say? So there's the premiere, which you can get involved in if you want. We have a whole community tab if you want to, talk to the other folks. It's fun to see. I've jumped into the premiere every once in a while, and it's just fun to watch people guess.
Yeah.
faster than we do.
Oh, for sure.
And then they reward each other. Like, so you can kind of play the game along with the other folks in the premiere.
Yeah.
And, it's really easy to just like guess because, you've got the chat right there.
Yeah, definitely.
So.
And then there are people that watch again, like double watchers. Thank you so much.
Let's stay in Louisiana. Because that's where Shia LaBeouf was just arrested. Let's stay in Louisiana, though, because it's actually starting to get ridiculous how far the health narrative is going for this B-list musician / reality / celebrity. As we told you, everything is fine. He's just trying to grift off of this. Not only, or it's actually getting ridiculous how far the health narrative is going for this B-list musician / reality star / celebrity. As we told you, he's just trying to grift. There's a health narrative.
B-list.
Right. B-list musician / reality star / celebrity.
Are they in New Orleans?
Most recently was seen in Louisiana, not New Orleans.
This is not Justin Timberlake.
It is not.
Oh, girl.
Oh, good.
Get some.
Well.
So again, we are reminding everybody that we are talking about, it's proof. We're talking about a B-list musician / reality star / celebrity that we most recently seen in Louisiana. And we told you about a health narrative around this individual. We told you it was his effort just to grift. And now we're seeing that it's actually becoming more and more obvious and maybe ridiculous, according to the blind items.
Let's see here.
All right. B-list. Sorry, we're furiously cleaning up some liquor that's spilled.
Take your time. It happens.
Just don't want... Get your notes out of there.
Yeah, my notes they're already wet.
All right. Gosh. B-list, reality star, musician. He does all the things.
Musician
B-list.
/ reality star / celebrity. I will say at one point was higher on the list.
Oh, okay.
And there's a health narrative.
There's a health narrative. We actually...
Is it Lyme disease?
No.
Okay.
Well, that's why I initially thought of Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
And anytime we bring up a health narrative,
would call him.
I just want to say again, these are the blind items.
Yeah,
these
not
are
us.
the reference. I'm not claiming this person is lying about what they're going through. I'm just telling you what the blind items are implying.
Yeah.
And I will say you can also make your own judgment when we discuss this individual. Somebody who used to be higher than B-list.
Okay.
Musician / reality star / celebrity.
Okay, he is not a Jonas.
Not a Jonas.
Is he married to someone famous?
No.
Okay.
Is he a pop star?
No.
But a musician.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Rock?
No.
Is he close to the Kardashians?
At one time, very.
Oh. It's not Machine Gun Kelly. It's not, what's Courtney's man?
Travis Barker?
You said at one time, so that means he's gone. Oh.
We saw him very, very close.
Oh, dated Kim?
Ray J?
And we really saw him very close.
Yeah, because
right.
Remember he said he's...
We did. Oh, Ray J,
the story about him.
Well, according to the blind items, it's actually getting ridiculous now how far the I'm dying / health narrative for Ray J is getting. We told you from the get-go he's just trying to grift. He came out about a month and a half ago and said he's dying.
Yeah.
Says he doesn't think he's going to make it through 2026. He says his heart is working at about 25%. On Saturday, he was performing a concert in Shreveport, Louisiana, and at one point, blood was running out of his eyes.
Yeah. That's terrifying.
What?
It's terrifying.
Is it real?
Most people think it is not.
How do you make that happen?
Because doctors are saying, yeah, that's not how this works. Again, I'm just... we're not trying to say anything, but we're just...
but the blinds are.
The blinds are.
Yeah.
The blinds are certainly saying that this video is becoming, just...
Yeah, he has had some really, I think in the last, I would say 6 months to a year, just his, it's been really erratic, his behavior. It's like concerning about his mental health, I would say.
Well, and this would kind of play into that if you believed the blinds that maybe he was...
Remember whenever he was talking about how he had called the FBI about the Kardashians and racketeering?
They had to bring a suit against him, didn't they?
Exactly.
Isn't that still happening?
I think so.
Yeah.
And then, it just was like, I don't know about this. I think he needs some help.
Yeah, at one point in the concert, a chest patch was visible, and then he reached over to have a very close-up moment with a bunch of fans and handed them flowers. As he did, he was wearing glasses, and at that point, you could see blood start to run, appeared like blood running out of his right eye.
Oh, my God, that's terrifying.
Terrifying and horrific. Yeah. So, there you go.
Wow. That's a lot.
It sure is.
I hope for his sake that he is. I don't know. Like, I don't want him to be lying, but I also don't want him to be dying.
Yeah, he could have something else going on.
Yeah.
You know?
Well, I mean, clearly, if he's making things up, that would indicate he's really struggling mentally or psychologically.
Yeah, either way.
Either way, he's struggling.
Yeah.
All right, you guys got that one. Nicely done. Let's keep it rolling on with some more blind items here. The idea that this A-list TV personality's decision to leave was rooted in more family time is quite comical. He's been around long enough and made enough that he doesn't need to be dictated to by someone he doesn't agree with. The idea that this A-list TV personality's decision to leave was rooted in his family time is quite comical. He's been around long enough and made enough that he is not going to be dictated to somebody that he doesn't agree with. So again, we've got a TV personality, A-list TV personality, who apparently left a job.
I think this is 60 Minutes and Anderson Cooper.
Yeah, pretty straightforward one there, but you got it. The part of the blind item that it is calling out is the idea that Anderson Cooper was like, I'm happy to step away from my time with 60 Minutes because I can spend more time with my family. That's the part the blind item is calling out, saying, no, it probably had more to do with the fact that you don't want to be dictated to by someone you don't agree with.
Yeah, which is not a surprise. I mean,
by any stretch.
And he's in a place where he doesn't have to. So
yeah, I saw that it coincided with some stories that they decided not to run right away, but ended up running them anyway on 60 Minutes later that had to do with, something that, Anyway, we don't want to get political.
It's fine.
No, you don't have to. It's clear that CBS has been going through a lot of changes and it has led to a lot of departures. So this, to me, was just like one more person who was like, I'm not fine with where this ship is headed.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've talked about the big change over there at CBS News, Barry Weiss taking over, and just some of the conversations that has led to. Plus, on the top of this, you also have the idea that he currently just re-signed his deal with CNN. A company that's owned by Warner Brothers Discovery, which right now, the parent company of CBS News is trying to hostilely take over. Yeah. So there's a lot going on. There's a lot of moving parts with this.
I'm going to put my flag in the ground on the side that I would like to be on.
Yeah.
Right.
So we actually heard rumors that he was potentially leaving CNN. And that actually got announced late last year in December, I believe, that he has signed an extension.
And he has two jobs over there, two different shows that he does. So, doing 3 shows alone is a lot. So if you're going to cut one, it makes sense. Yeah. But I was like,
Yeah, no, he saw some writing on a wall.
A little more than the statement maybe included.
Also shorter than I thought.
Anderson
in person,
Cooper?
Yeah.
Oh.
Walked by him once on the streets of New York City.
Oh, really?
Yeah, in Chelsea, nonetheless. Years ago, 100 years ago, me, 2 friends, Lady Bunny.
You were with Lady Bunny?
Walk by Anderson Cooper.
Oh, and you're like, oh, hey.
Yeah, we didn't say anything. But
yeah, I don't like to do that either. I don't want to bother people.
It's wild. It's
Anderson.
It's claiming he's 5'10". So,
oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he was like Tom Cruise. I'm just saying he was short. Because you know how like people, when you see them on TV, everybody just looks like gigantic.
Yes.
Yeah. And then you see them in person and you're like, oh, you're an actual human.
Yeah, most celebrities are very, I would say,
normal.
They are small Small people?
We people?
Yeah. I mean, we're in the Midwest.
We're all big.
Yes.
Let's, before we get to our next blind item, follow up a story that we talked about a couple of weeks ago, and it has a very positive update and a not so positive update. Actor Quentin Aaron, who most famously portrayed Michael Orr in The Blind Side. Good news. It sounds like he is making some huge progress in his road to recovery from his spinal stroke that he suffered. Bad news is he found out his wife isn't married to him, or I should say his wife is married to another man.
Wow.
Yeah,
that
so
is crazy.
I guess he knew that they were spiritually married, and I don't know what the excuse was that she gave him for why they needed to be spiritually married, which is not a thing. I mean, it is. You can get married however you want. But it wasn't a legally binding marriage. And when he wakes up, I mean, essentially, it sounds like he wakes up from, all of this medical drama to find out she's been lying to him. And I can't imagine what that's like to deal with after dealing with a spinal stroke.
Yeah. Do we know? Maybe he knew that she wasn't divorced. And they were just never got divorced, so I can't get married. I don't know. Have we heard that?
No, I mean, it says he didn't know.
He did not know.
The family tells TMZ in a statement he's awake, fully alert, and successfully doing things again. He expressed multiple times, I do not want to see Margaret at all.
Okay. All right. There we go. Well, I don't blame him.
Keep in mind, it was his brother and his family that were basically saying, our brother and our son and or relative is potentially fighting for his life and might have to make some very tough life-saving decisions, or might also have to make an ultimately horrible decision about how we want to proceed with this health battle. And his spiritual wife is the one who's calling all the shots.
Also, I will say, they did say that he did not, the spiritual marriage thing was not something Quentin was aware of.
Got it.
Or says that didn't happen.
Oh, okay.
Because in their statement, according to the family, they shared what did it say? Margarita told us, that's family member, that she and Quentin Margarita's the woman, that she and Quentin got spiritually married, but the family says Quentin confirms they did no such thing.
Okay.
According to the family, they've shared with him that Margarita is actually married to another man, which disappointed him. So he didn't know, is the point.
Yeah.
And at the end of the day, how terrible would it be to wake up from near death?
And know, right, that this person, I mean, good thing the family came out and said, hey, you will not be making any medical decisions because we're the ones that should be making the decisions, not you.
Well, so then you almost wonder how she, what was the point of that? What was the point of her wanting to make those decisions?
Yeah, it's not like she was going to be benefiting from I don't know.
Maybe she thought if he did pass away that
she would get something.
Yeah.
Well, she ain't gonna.
You're not going to get anything for Christmas either from Santa.
That's the least of her worries, but Santa naughty list
knows what you're doing.
He sees you when
and
you're
Jesus.
Sleeping.
Yes.
So back to that spiritual marriage. He can be pleased with that.
No, he will not be. So there you go. That's the latest. But again, the best news is that Quentin Aaron seems to be recovering from that horrific life-threatening sickness or illness that he had. So let's keep rolling on with another blind item here as you guys are getting after it today. How about this one? Even the streamer can't lie to make it seem like the reboot is actually being watched by anybody. It would probably never have worked, but they didn't help themselves by hiring this A-minus list actor with a problematic background or this A-minus list celeb everyone hates. Even the streamer can't lie to make it seem like the reboot is actually being watched by anyone. It would probably never have worked out, but they certainly didn't help themselves by hiring this A-minus list actor with a problematic background or this A-minus list celebrity that nobody likes.
Okay, so it's a reboot.
Yes, it is.
Was the show on in the 90s and now it's back?
Let me get a little detail here from you and answer that question, because that is a very solid question. The OG show, yes, it was on in the 90s, although it started earlier.
It started in the 80s?
It did. It started in the 80s.
Wow, and it went into the 90s.
Yes, it did.
Oh.
Magnum PI.
No.
But you said streamer.
I think that sequel is going strong. I really don't know, but they do have one.
You said streamer, so are we talking Netflix? So a Netflix reboot.
Even Netflix can't lie to make it seem like their 80s into the 90s reboot is actually being watched by anybody. It would probably have never worked out, but they certainly didn't help themselves by hiring this A-minus list actor with a problematic background or this A-list celeb everyone hates.
What is this? It's not like a
A-list
home
actor
improvement thing, is it?
It's not.
A-list actor that everyone hates?
An
Celebrity.
A-minus list celeb everyone hates.
Celeb.
The celeb is in the show?
Yep. The A-list celeb is part of the show.
Oh. It's not a game show. It's competition?
It's a competition reality show.
Oh.
The Swan.
Star Search.
Oh.
Who's the A-minus list actor with a problematic background? And who's the A-minus list celeb?
Ooh, I forget this. Okay, so Star Search and...
Oh my gosh, I have no idea who's hosting that or that it
Probably
even...
proves that nobody's watching.
Yeah,
Oh my
no,
gosh.
I remember...
Okay, Star Search.
I remember
fair,
seeing the headlines about who's going to be in it, and I just can't for the life of me think about... You said celebrity.
There was another line that I actually took out because it just got to be too long, but somehow the felon was the least problematic of the cast.
Oh,
Jelly
okay.
Roll's in it.
Oh, Jelly Roll's in it. Okay, he's a judge.
He is a judge.
So we're talking about two other judges.
No, actually, we're talking about the host, who is the problematic A-minus list actor and an A-minus list celeb everyone hates.
This is killing me that I don't know this because I know I've seen this story before. Okay.
Think of our problematic A-minus list celebs that we talk about.
Jeremy Renner?
Again, not an actor because they are listed as an A-minus list celeb.
Okay, so he is...
Quit saying he.
She. Oh, yeah. Okay.
A-minus list celeb female.
Tyra?
People have feelings about.
Tyra's a good guess, but not Tyra. They have feelings about that lady.
Kathy Griffin?
Oh, my God.
I would watch it if it was her.
Problematic. Why? Because she's mean?
Ellen. It's not right. I can't.
Was she previously a talk show host?
No.
Okay.
So how do we know?
If her husband was involved, he'd be the highest of the list of anybody.
Oh.
He's one and EGOT.
Oh, Chrissy Teigen.
Oh, John Legend.
And then we have an A-minus list actor with a problematic background who's the host of this show. A-minus list comedic TV and movie actor.
Chris Pratt?
Nope.
Pete Davidson?
Nope.
It's a he?
It's a he.
Oh.
TV and movie actor. Who's hosting Star Search.
And he has a
problematic past.
Problematic past. Army Hammer. Say it in for 2 days. No, I don't want to bring him into existence again.
Bill Murray.
This is not the first show I believe he has hosted.
Okay.
He's also done some hosting.
But
he is a TV and a movie actor.
A TV and a movie actor, comedian.
Mm-hmm.
Don't you have your list? Where's your...
I spilled tea all over it.
Oh.
And it's drying out.
Is it going to be okay?
Yeah, I don't know.
Okay, good.
I forgot he was actually in my favorite movie of all time.
Oh, no.
He was in The Departed.
Oh.
But a lot of big names were, but...
Oh, my gosh.
That's not going to help me at all.
We got to get it.
He's
we
a
only have
comedic
30
actor.
seconds.
Comedic actor. Was he on Saturday Night Live?
No.
Okay.
Is he a stand-up comic?
Hasn't done a lot of stand-up, I don't believe.
Okay.
He's illiterate.
Michael
Bill Burr.
Myers.
He's
Mike
been
Myers?
seen in the movie Life. He's been seen in the Scary Movie franchise, Blackish television show, and Law and Order.
Anthony Anderson.
Nicely done. Anthony Anderson is the host. Let's not forget, he actually had somebody accuse him of sexual assault back in the early 2000s.
Okay.
He also said some very problematic things about a very underage Lindsay Lohan.
Oh, right.
So, that's who they got to host, and Chrissy Teigen was one of the judges. I wonder why no one's watching Netflix's Star Search.
That's why Jelly Roll looks good in this
Hopefully
situation.
they're watching us instead or listening on myTalk on the radio Monday through Friday or downloading us wherever you get your podcast. But at the end of the day, we'd love for you to head over to our YouTube channel, like and subscribe, and tell all your friends about
Blinded by the Item.
Blinded by the Item.